Welcome to Flash Tutorial Request 43, Coloring Book Part 2, AS3. It's a follow-up to Request 42, which was Coloring Book. And that's what I have opened on my computer now. Make sure the Actions layer is locked. Insert a layer and click the Actions layer and put that up top. Call this new layer House, H-O-U-S-E, and select Frame 2 and insert a blank keyframe. And right here in this section of the page, draw a house. So in my case, I'm going to paint one. There it is. And what's important about this house is that it shouldn't be any wider than, say, 300 pixels. Okay, because our stage is 550 wide, so we want to have some area over here where there's something else going to go on. Now, for this, to follow this tutorial, I don't suggest you make any kind of a fancy house at all. What I would do is I would make sure I just took my straight line tool and I would just draw something like this, and then when you're finished you could then draw the proper house. Otherwise you'll have to be left quite far behind. So I'm going to get rid of that. Lock that layer, insert a layer, select frame 3, insert a blank keyframe. Call this one plane, as in airplane, P-L-A-N-E, and here we're going to draw an airplane. And there's my airplane. And opening my panel, and I'm making sure that it is no more than 300 wide, so I'm going to make this about 250. There's my drawing of my airplane. Lock that layer, insert a layer, call it boat, B-O-A-T. On this fourth frame, insert a blank keyframe, and we're going to draw a boat here. And check the size of my boat. Again, as long as it's not bigger than 300 each, and we'll know that after. I'm just going to move that using my arrow keys, moving that to the left a little bit, locking that layer. Select the house layer, insert a layer, and I want to make sure that layer is at the bottom, and call it menu, M-E-N-U. Unlock the house layer, select that frame, get the crosshairs, right click, copy, lock the house layer, select frame 1 of the menus layer, right click, paste in place. While it's still selected, open this up, and I want to drop it down to about, let's say, 50 pixels. Now make sure this is locked down to about 50 pixels. Whoops, 50. Enter, and there's my house. I'm just going to move it a bit to the left. Unlock the planes layer, select the plane, get the crosshairs, right click, copy that, lock that plane layer, select frame 1 of the menu, right click, paste in place, drop it down to around 50 each pixels. Oh, I'm going to make this in 60, it's a bit small. 60, enter. And there's my plane. Put that up there. Unlock the boat layer, select that frame, get the crosshairs, copy this, lock it, that layer, select frame 1 of the menu, come over here, paste in place, and while it's highlighted, make this one 50-ish. And there I have 3 different objects on this menu page, and we got to turn them into buttons. I'll make the first button for you, and then you can do the other ones. So I'm going to select just the house, go up to modify, convert it to a symbol, make sure button is selected, HOUSE_BTN, copy that, right click, copy it, and open the properties panel. There's that house, and paste it in as an instance name. Now make this a plain BTN and this a boat BTN, and I'll get back to you. Now I have 3 buttons. You've seen this one. This is my plane and I gave it an instance name, and this is my boat and I gave it an instance name. Make sure all the layers are locked. Select the boat layer, insert a layer, and call it FRM as in frame, LAB as in frame label. Click here on the second frame and drag all the way over. Right click, convert to blank keyframes. So I have all keyframes now. Select this frame 2, which has the house on it. Over here, open the properties panel. It says frame. Call this house, HOUSE. And that's when I hit enter, a little flag comes in here, tells me that it has a name house. This one call plane, PLANE, and this one boat, BOAT. Enter. Okay, I can see my house, my plane, and my boat there. Good. Close that. Go up to this actions layer. Click on this, get that fuzzy square, and hold it down and drag it once to the right. Click on this blank keyframe now on frame 1. Open the actions panel and type this code. The first thing we have is a stop, S-T-O-P, open close bracket semicolon, and this is that house button, HOUSE_BTN, capital H, period. Add event listener, small a, capital E, capital L, turns blue. Open bracket, it's a mouse event, capital M, capital E, that will turn blue. Period, click, CLICK, all capitals, comma, and I'm saying go to house, GOTOHOUSE, capital G, capital T, capital H, close bracket, semicolon. And this is that calling that function up. Function, FUNCTION, that turns purple. Copy go to host and paste it in there. Then open bracket, event, EVENT, turns blue. Colon, mouse event, capital M, capital E, turns blue. Close bracket, colon void, void's the same color as function. There's the open curly bracket for the function. There's the closed curly bracket for the function. And this says go to and stop. Small g, small t, capital A, capital S, turns blue. Open bracket, quotation, HOUSE, close quotation, close bracket, semicolon, and that is that frame that we called house. So now let's copy that. Right click, copy. Get down the end there, put a couple of enters, paste it. This time change the word house to plane, PLANE. Copy that word plane, right click, copy, put it in here. So it's going to be go to the plane, paste it there, and paste it here, and come down to the end, 2 enters, 1, 2, and paste it in again. Oh, no, got to copy this again, right click, copying all that, copy. If we would have pasted it, we just would have pasted the word plane. Couple enters, paste it all, and change the word plane to boat, B-O-A-T. Copy the word boat and paste it in here, and paste it in here and paste it in here. Let's go back to the main timeline for a minute. If we tried it now, all we would see is the red screen. So what we got to do is we got to change the size of our drawing area. So open up Action Panel Frame 2, and down here where it's the size of the canvas, you'll see in my code there's some faded code with these 2 forward slashes on them. These are just codes that I'm going to use later on or have tried to do this tutorial. So just ignore them if you see them. Instead of it starting at 0, 0 and being this size, we're going to start it at 150. Remember, our stage is 550 wide, and we're going to make it the writing area or the drawing area 400 pixels. Right now, if we tried it, this movie, and we get on the house, we would just see that red. So we still got to fix that up, and that's done by, we're going to make the canvas alpha 0. So under this line that we just modified, click and put in this code: canvas underscore SP period alpha, alpha turns blue, small a equals 0, semicolon. So now let's try that for a minute. Test movie test. And I'm only worried about the host. And see how we have to get right on the line for it to work? And there's the host. So we want to fix that up now. So go to your library panel, open up your house button, go to the timeline, lock that layer, call it house, insert a layer, put that layer on the bottom, call this target, TAR, make this fill white, make sure I got a black stroke, pick up my rectangle tool, and draw a rectangle around this house. This will become my hit area. Let's just test that for a minute. Test movie. Now if I go anywhere in here, I hit it and my house appears. So do that same thing for your other 2 buttons, your plane and your boat, and I'll get back. Now I have all my three done, which you can see. So now let's lock all the layers, unlock the menu layer, select that frame right here, frame 2, insert a keyframe. And the problem is we don't want to see these when we jump into these areas here. So select frame 2, pick up your selection tool, highlight them, and you can get the crosshairs and then just pull it up, way up off the stage so they're not in our way. We can't just we can't just remove them from these frames because we'll get an error. Make sure all the layers are locked. Let's test it out. At this point in time, we should be able to color onto that house with yellow. Yep, so that's working to some degree. In order to do the other pictures, we have to copy the code and make some modifications. So right click, copy this frame, go on frame 3, right click, paste the frame. Now open it up, and every variable that we're using, every name that we're using, we have to change it. So we'll start here by do drawing, because we can't duplicate the variables. And here I'm going to put a P, There, I'm just going to copy it. Right click, copy that P, paste it in here, paste it in here. So all of our variables, because this means P is for plane, going to paste it here. Going to paste it here. And again, don't you worry about things that I have that are commented out, because they're just helping me make the video. Here I got to do it. Paste it in. Here I got to paste it in. And here I got to paste it in. I'm going to do this one with you, and you can do the boat one on your own. Under drawing, that's got to paste it in here. Paste it in here. Canvas P. Move up P. Canvas P. Just pasting that P in. Paste. 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 I'm doing this because I don't want you to miss anything. Paste. If you understand exactly what we're doing, you can just move a hit on the video. Paste. Same with here on these coordinates. Paste. Paste. Again, it's easy to make a mistake here, but it'll tell us in the output panel when we try to test it. Paste. Paste. Line size, we change these variables. Paste. That's a lot of changes. And here, function move mouse. Paste. Paste. Almost finished. Paste. And I would be very surprised if I didn't make an error. Okay, so now let's go back to trying it out. We know the house worked. No errors, that's good. Oh, and this worked, and I can color it yellow. Good. So you do the same thing. This one, right click, copy this frame, frame 2, click on frame 4, paste it, open it up, and at the end of all those words this time, put a B for boat. I'll do mine, and then I'll get back to you. I believe I have all my B's done for my boat. I'm going to try it. Oh, an error. An error. It's on frame 4, which is what we're working on. Line 33. So there's frame 4, line 33. Line 33. Right there should be a B. Now they're not all this obvious. Sometimes they can come up really crazy. Test this movie. No errors. Make sure all the layers are locked. Select the boat layer. Insert a layer. Call it colors. C-O-L-O-R-S. Select frame 2 of the colors layer. Insert a blank keyframe. I'm going to make my stage about 100%. I want to pick up a red fill and the black stroke. Picking up my rectangle tool. Oh, let's see. Let's make this 50%. And right here, I'm going to draw a little rectangle. I'm going to highlight it. Right click, copy it. Right click, paste in place. And I'm going to use my arrow key to tab it down. Click the center of it and pick up blue. I'm going to right click, paste in place again. Just arrow down. Click in the center and make this one black. So I have red, blue, and black. Now make them 100%. Highlight this one, just this one. Modify, convert it to a symbol. Make sure button is selected and it's red. RED underscore BTN. Copy that and paste in the instance name. Do the blue and the black and I'll get back to you. I have mine done. This is the black button, this is the blue button, and this is the red button. Lock all the layers, select frame 2 of the actions layer, close, open the actions panel, and up the top here, after this draw color number, this variable, put a couple lines in, type this code for the red button. It says red underscore BTN, that's that button we just made, period, add event listener, small a, capital E, capital L, open bracket, mouse event, capital M, capital E, period, click, CLICK, all capital letters, comma, red, RED, capital R, close bracket, semicolon, function, red, open bracket, event, turns blue, colon, mouse event, capital M, capital E, turns blue, close bracket, colon, void. There's the open curly bracket for this function. There's the closed curly bracket for this function. And draw color, capital D, capital C. That's this variable. Equals 0 as in the number, X, FF 0, 0, 0, 0, semicolon, and FF 0, 0, 0, 0, if we look down here in the fill bucket, is, and looking up here, is red. Let's do the code for the blue button. So we're going to copy those lines, right click, copy, come down a couple spaces, paste it in, change red to blue, copy blue, paste it here for red, and paste it here. And if you look down here and find blue, it says 0, 0, 0 up top there, FF. So in here I need 4 zeros and FF. Come down here, copy this, couple enters, paste it in, and black. Black, black, and black, if you quickly checked it, is all zeros. Okay, now I'm going to do the next, start you on the next one, and then you can do the last frame yourself. So select all these. I have all the 3 buttons, the red button, the blue button, and the black button. Copy it. Select frame 3 of the actions panel. Open the actions panel, and below this draw color P. Put a couple enters and paste it in there. Go to frame 4. Same thing. After that, draw color B, paste it. Now go back to frame 3. Open the actions panel for frame 3. And there's that red button. Keep that. After red here, put a capital P. Copy that P. Right click, copy. Paste it in here. Paste it in here. This P got to be pasted here. Paste it here after blue. And paste it here after color. And down in the black button. Not on the button, but paste it here. and paste it here and paste it here. And on frame 4, add a B. So go up to the red button, add a B for boat. Right click, copy that, and paste it, paste it, paste it. Only a couple more, I think. Paste it. Sometimes it's easier to do them than starting over and shutting down. Paste it, paste it, paste it, and I believe they're all done. This would be a good time to check it out. Let's just test the airplane for a minute. And there's red, we got it. Black, we got it. Blue, we got it. And you can check the other ones out. And again, if you have any errors, fix them before you go any further. I think that's enough for this video. It's very long. There will be part 3. It'll be Flash Tutorial Request 44 Coloring Book Part 3 AS3. If you plan on doing that part, save this FLA. Hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learn.